Hey guys, it's me, your girl, Arksha here. I just recorded this video, but then I decided it's too long, and I'm not cutting all that out. So we're gonna try this again and try and condense it all into less than 15 minutes. So this is basically a video where I'm gonna show you all of the manga that I have, because in another video that I did, which was basically me showing you the process of painting my room, it's been about a month and a week, I think, since that has happened. And in that video, I suggested, like, should I show you guys my manga? But of course that video hasn't been posted on my channel yet. Why? I don't know. I'm lazy. But that happened about a month and a week ago. So, yeah, I have a bed now. I've had it for about 3 weeks. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to show you all the manga I have, because I wanted to have kind of like a video of me basically showing all the manga that I have collected by the end of my freshman year. Although, technically in about a week or two, I'm going to be at school in my sophomore year. Besides the point, I want to compare between my freshman and sophomore years, like end of my freshman year and beginning of my sophomore year, and the end of my senior year in high school, and the beginning of my freshman year of whatever secondary schooling I decide to do, because I still don't know yet, and I'm not going to college. But yeah, with that all out of the way, so a quick explanation of my manga in general. It is not sorted in alphabetical order or any order. I just put it all with the same publisher, so like all my 7C stuff is together, all of my Viz Media stuff is together, Kodansha comic stuff is all together. And it's just in an order that I personally find aesthetically pleasing. So with all of that out of the way, let's finally get to the part where I show you my manga. So starting with my 7C stuff, we have Our Dreams at Dusk, which is one of my favorites. I've read it probably the most times. There are 4 volumes in total, and I have all 4 of them. And it basically covers stuff in like the LGBT community, like people in the LGBT community. And it's kind of like a found family kind of. It's just very wholesome, and I think it deals with its topics very well. My grandma actually bought me the 4th volume for Christmas. I don't know why, because that's obviously 2 women there, but whatever. We're gonna ignore that. The next series is Classmates, which I only knew about the manga after I watched the movie, and I was like, wait, there's a manga? The movie only covers the 1st volume, but this series is one of my favorite BLs that I own, because it's very realistic. It portrays a realistic gay couple. So yeah, it's one of my favorites. The next one is a one-shot called Our Dining Table, and it is super cute. It is basically about eating food with your family, if that makes sense. Just eating food with people and enjoying the food that you eat with people. And it is super cute. It is also a BL, and I love it. It's so cute. The next one is Become You Volume 1. Funny thing is, the 1st volume came out in December 2019, and the 2nd volume was supposed to come out December 15th, 2020, but then it got delayed because I think Corona, to December 2021. And you know what? I'm a lot mad, because they left us on a cliffhanger, and I want to know what the hell happens. And I can't find it online, so I can't read it illegally online. The next two are also kind of BL and yaoi manga by this person. So we have Go For It Nakamura, which is super cute, and I love it so much. And it's really, really funny. It's really, really funny. I definitely recommend it. Then the next one is Total Eclipse of the Eternal Heart. It's definitely darker. It's interesting. I can't show you much because there's stuff in there, but I will show you this page. Very interesting. I'm bending the book. Oh my god. So yeah. The next one is the first volume out of 4, I think, of the 7 Princes of the Thousand Year Labyrinth. This is secondhand, but it is one of my most recent purchases for manga, and I enjoy it a lot. I enjoyed the first volume, and I think it has set up an interesting story, so I will definitely be buying the other 3 volumes. So first shelf, all the 7 Seas stuff. The other 7 Seas thing that I have is Frag Time, which is a Yuri story, but I haven't read it yet, so it's over here on this side with things that I need to read eventually after I read these. So, second shelf. We have I Hear the Sunspot by Yuki Fumino. It's one of my favorite BL that isn't really a BL, it's just kind of... I can't really explain it. But it is super cute, super wholesome, and I have the technically first volume in the series, and then I Hear the Sunspot Theory of Happiness, which is the second volume. There are 2 more volumes, I think, after this, but the story's still not complete. And it is I Hear the Sunspot Limit, volumes 1 and 2. So yeah. The next series we have is Grand Leers. I bought this first volume while I was in London, and it's very interesting. Just kind of think Plant People Revolution. It is by the same mangaka who did 10 Count, and I have unfortunately read 10 Count. The second volume cover is my favorite, and he's an interesting character. Yeah, I'm not sure how many volumes there are because I still think it's ongoing, but I haven't seen a 4th volume on Amazon or anywhere online, so I'm not sure if it's still continuing or not. A Silent Voice is my first completed series. The series that I completed first, one of them anyway. I read the manga before I watched the movie, and I learned it had a movie, and I watched the movie, and then I think I watched it to the point where I had stopped in the manga, and to say the least, I was a little disappointed at some of the things that they had left out, such as the whole point of them getting the friends together, which was to make a movie. But the movie itself is alright. I like the manga better personally, though. But it's super cute, and I love it so much. Okay, next series. Oh, I have all the volumes, by the way, all 7 of them. The next series is number 6. I have volumes 1 through 9, and that is the complete series. I watched the anime first, and then I read the manga, and I was a little displeased that the manga and the anime end differently. But yeah, I don't have all 9 volumes here, because I am currently reading the 9th volume. Because I wanted to reread the series, because it's been a while since I've reread it. But it's definitely, the manga's really good, and I definitely recommend it to anyone who is wanting to read the manga. The next series I have is Livingstone, volumes 1 through 3. There are 4 volumes, so I need to get that soon. It is a very interesting read. It is drawn by the same person who drew Dead Man Wonderland, and the story is really compelling. I can't wait to finish it, but yeah. Spot there for that. I definitely recommend it to anybody who is wanting to read kind of like something on the darker side, but not super dark. It really gives me like a different perspective on life itself, not to sound edgy or anything, but yeah. So this is the 3rd shelf of my manga. First we have one of my first Yuri mangas, which is Eve and Eve, and it's I don't like it. In my opinion, the only good story is Eternity 1 and 2, Eve and Eve, and then the Eve and Eve epilogue. I don't really like it, mostly because it has sex in it. Like, not the normal kind of sex, just weird sex. This next one, however, is a good one. It's called The Conditions of Paradise, and even though they're naked on the cover, it is a really interesting. It's really interesting. There are, I think, a few different stories, and I thought it was just a one-shot, but apparently I'm seeing like another volume on Amazon, so I'll be buying it, but I don't know, I thought it was a one-shot. The next series is the first 2 volumes of The Way of the House Husband, and it is a comedy manga. I bought the first volume when I was in London, and it's really funny, and I hear there is like a live action or an anime coming for it. I'm excited for that. I only have the first 2 volumes though. I recently just got the 2nd volume, but it is really good. And, yeah, I'm not sure how many volumes there are supposed to be, but these are what I have. The first volume of A Man and His Cat, and it is, honestly, it's super wholesome, and in my opinion, this cat is the ugliest thing I have ever seen in my life. My friend Sarah Fricks, she has read this because I let her borrow it, and she begs to differ, but you know what, whatever, that's her opinion, but it is super wholesome, and I think in Japan, they are at volume 5. Volume 2 is out right now, I just haven't gotten it yet, because I have things that are higher on my priority list. But I think the 3rd volume's coming out in like January of 2021, so I have time. The next series is one of my current favorites, actually. It's called Hell's Paradise, and it's kind of dark. Like, I say kinda, it's really dark. It's rated mature, so that's how dark you know it is. But yeah, the art is really pretty. I would show you, but most of the art that I find really pretty is like people are dying. Like this right here. But yeah, it's one of my favorites right now, and I have all the volumes that are currently released. I think there are 8 volumes that I have seen on Amazon, but I don't know how many there are going to be. Hopefully it's not going to be like a 50 long volume series, because Dead Man Wonderland was pushing its limits with 13 volumes. But yeah, speaking of Dead Man Wonderland, the first volume was actually the first manga I had ever purchased. I still don't know why my parents let me purchase it, because it clearly says rated mature. Oh, that says older teen. Okay, well, older teen, and I think I was like 11 whenever I was in 7th grade. But yeah, I have all the volumes. 2 of them are missing here because I'm reading them. You saw on my shelf, but I have all the volumes. It took me 2 years to actually complete this entire series. By the time I had actually gotten the last few volumes, my interest in it had gone downhill drastically. So I'm rereading it again, and I am actually enjoying it this time. Next series we have is a Yuri series called After Hours, and it's basically about clubbing. I'll show you some panels, but it's really pretty and it's really interesting. Like this right here, this isn't technically a panel, but oh, it's super pretty. There are only 3 volumes, so I have all the volumes. Volume 3 is a thick one too, like damn. I'm not sure the story came out the way I thought it would come out, but I'm at least content with it. Okay, sorry for that interruption. I think I stopped here. The next manga I have is the first volume of Not Your Idol. Currently there's only 1 volume out. I see a second volume on the on Amazon. I'm not sure if it's only supposed to be 2 or what, but it's very interesting. I can't really tell much about it. Then all my Sublime stuff. So first we have Nights, and this is a collection of stories. So the stories in it are Nights, Emotion Spectrum, Reply Parts 1 and 2, and then Reply to a Reply, and then a Reply 3 months later, and then a Night 1 month later. So, the Reply story takes up the majority of all of this, but it's really good. It's very well done, and I like it a lot. I'll show you like one panel. It's wonderful. It's about a car mechanic and one of the businessmen who works at the same dealership as him. But there are 2 other stories in here too, and they're alright. Then the next one we have is Jackass. And it's really funny. It's a one-shot, so there's nothing else. So basically, this guy, he accidentally wears one of his sister's pairs of pantyhose to school, and his friend's like, "Whoa, wait a minute, what's this?" And the friend, of course, has a fucking pantyhose king, and it is so funny. But yeah, I like it a lot. And then the first 2 volumes of Given, I, of course, like many, watched the anime first, and then I picked up the manga. At the current moment of recording this, these are the 2 that I've released. So, yeah. Shelf 2. Then shelf 3, these are my other books. There's not much on the shelf. So we have this series, Go with the Clouds, North by Northwest. There are currently 3 volumes out right now. I'm not sure how many there are going to be. It's still ongoing. It's based in Iceland, and what I really find interesting is the Icelandic words for these things on the back. The first volume is wonderful. We kind of get into like a mystery kind of thing. The boy who's the main character, he's half Japanese, half Icelandic, and he's living in Iceland with his grandpa right now. And then some mystery about the whereabouts of his brother, because he lost him, but then they find him, and I think it's alluded to that he might be a killer. I was really excited for the second volume, but the only thing that happens in it is this guy, his friend from Iceland, comes and visits him, the guy from Iceland, his friend from Japan, comes and he visits him, and it's just kind of like two bros going on a road trip in Iceland. And the brother is never really mentioned here because I think, to my understanding, the brother was kicked out by the grandpa. I don't know why. He's like 15, so I don't know. But yeah, I am hoping to get more of this because it's really interesting. I hope the mystery continues in volume 3, but we'll see. This next manga, you're probably gonna... I hate it here. I'm probably gonna be the only person that you're going to hear from that says they don't like this manga. Yeah, I don't like it. Everybody else says that they love this manga, that it's super good, and that it's great or whatever, and I definitely didn't see that plot twist coming. But I feel like it should have been like either longer or that problem shouldn't have been exactly resolved. Also, what is this kid's relationship with his mom? I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah. So yeah, there you have it. It's like a 4 out of 10 for me. And then this is one of the manga that I didn't read before I bought it because it was $3 and like $2 plus shipping. It's like 3 out of 10. Like, the art style's okay, I like it, it's cute, you know, whatever. But one of the main characters looks like he's like 10. I probably would have liked it better if the main character didn't look like a prepubescent child. I mean, he's not. He's like 18 or whatever, but anyway. Yeah, if any of my friends would request to read that, I would tell them no. But yeah. So, that is my third shelf. My fourth shelf, and then this is my third shelf. My second shelf, and then up there is my first shelf. So yeah, that is all my manga. Thank you for watching this video. It's been my pleasure to show you all the manga that I have collected since like 7th grade. I will be doing another one of these probably after my senior year of high school, which is like 3 years, so it'll be a while, but hopefully I have expanded my collection. I like to think I have a very diverse manga collection, but I probably don't. Yeah, I think that's it for this video. I hope you liked it, and I hope you stick around to see more videos from me. I think from here on out, I want to try and post once a month, if that makes sense. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Later.